Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Elusive Dick. I'm Marjorie.
And I'm Barbara.
And today we're going to do our usual update of Dating 101 between the two of us.
Yeah, so all the fun on the apps we're having.
All the fun on the apps that we're having.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone can continue to follow along with our escapades.
Yes. And we haven't caught up, offline recently.
No,
so we just figured we saved it for today. Yeah.
So you go first because you definitely have a hot list, I think, this week.
Yeah, it's been pretty busy.
Mine is not a hot list. Mine is a list of confused people.
Oh, no.
So I think hot should go first.
Okay. Well, we have our usual characters and then, I'll add a new one into the mix. It's a very TBD, very early, but it's a little exciting. Okay. I'm a little excited about this one. Let's see. Well, this was interesting. Last week, my ex, the doctor, we always have to have a doctor in these conversations. God forbid we have one episode with no mention of a doctor. He, who I have not heard anything from in 2 months. I don't know if you recall, but like a few months ago during the height of the winter when I was sick, I didn't feel like going to the doctor and just texted him like, hey, how are you? Could you send me a prescription for a Z-Pack? And he's so great that he did. So we love that. But literally that's the last time we communicated. And, he ended it with, hope to see you soon. I'm just like, yep, sure. All right. So anyway, 2.5 months later, I get a, how are you text at like 3:00 in the afternoon. It was my first day starting this new client at work, so I could not text him right away. I waited till after like 5:00. I'm walking home. It was the day that was like 80 degrees, beautiful. And I was just like, oh, great. How are you? Blah, blah, blah. Right. And he was like, I was in your area, in your neighborhood. See, it's nice out. So now he's walking all around, getting out of his winter funk. He's like, I just wanted to see, if maybe you wanted to do something. And I said, well, I'm walking home from work and, are you still in the neighborhood? I could meet you somewhere. And he said, and then by that point I was already home, and he sends me this link to a talk at Rizzoli Books, which is downtown, that started in like 20 minutes at 6:00. And he goes, well, I'm going to this. Something about like find quiet places in New York City to reflect. I was like, oh, that actually sounds cool. I was like, have fun. And then he writes, come. I'm like, I literally just walked in the door. And then while I'm walking in my apartment, I go into my bathroom and find half my ceiling on the floor with a flood. So then I text him back and say, yeah, I really can't, even if I wanted to, which I didn't because I had just gotten home. I'm like, my bathroom ceiling is falling down, so I need to go deal with this. And he was like, oh, sorry to hear. He's like, I'll call you later. Because I said, let me know what you find out about these secret places in New York. So anyway, he called me after, and we had a lovely conversation for like an hour. But P.S., it just
nothing since
reminded me, well, yes, nothing since, which is fine. It's only like a week, but just so grateful I'm not in that relationship anymore. I love him dearly. He is the nicest person on the planet. Just needs to work on himself. Anyway.
Which isn't going to happen, but okay.
Well, right, which is not going to happen. Oh, and while we were talking on the phone, I had because of this flood, I don't know, I, had my nightly wine, so I probably had like 3 glasses and was getting a little, over chatty. And he was telling me how, again, he's, a caregiver for his aging mother, and it takes a lot out, and I get it. And just how he's been so depressed all winter because it's cold and he, can't go outside. And I'm just like, doctor, are you talking to anyone? And literally before I cut myself off, because this is what I would do when we were together. I'm like, you need to talk to somebody.
Right.
And then I edited myself. I said, oh, nope, forget I said that. And he promptly changed the subject. So clearly nothing's changed. Anyway, that is that update. What else is going on? Ginger, your favorite.
Is he back? Or
No,
is he traveling?
he's still away in Florida for the month. But I get if we give award for consistency, he gets the award for consistency. Again, nothing earth-shattering or exciting. You know, how's the weather?
Jeez.
I can't. But this was funny. He was at the PGA golf tournament and sends me a picture, and then sends another picture of a store that is called Cougar Express. And I wrote, ha, 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 so funny. And I was like, oh, it's so you know, how come they have a term for the women seeking older men? I'm like, I mean, younger men. I'm like, what about the younger men seeking older women? Where's that term? And he wrote back, it's cubs. I said, oh, okay. I did not know this. And he said he only learned of it like not that long ago. So here we go. We learned something.
That's new.
That's new. News to me anyway. And then he sends me a link of a pub in my neighborhood. He's like, oh, have you ever been here? I thought of you. I said, no, I haven't been there, but whatever, looks cool. Oh, and I think on their menu it said they have like an OnlyFans martini or something. So I wrote back. I said, oh, are you going to take me for an OnlyFans martini? And he said, oh, I didn't think your fancy ass would want to go to like a pub. I'm like, what are you talking about? I love a pub. Anyway, so he claims we're going to go to this pub when he gets back.
Okay.
So we'll see. So fireman, it's been 2.5 months and he was texting but he, you know, he's Mr. Last Minute, does not make a plan, which
But has not decided to come on the show.
no, I don't think that's going to happen. Well, I'll get to it. Anyway, so he and he always is so last minute, and I'm working a lot, and his, you know, he like wants to come at like either midnight or like 8 a.m. I'm like, I don't know, our schedules are just not meshing. So anyway, last week he's like, oh, I'm working, I get off at 8 a.m. on a Friday morning. I was like, oh, okay, well, I don't work on Fridays in my head, but I'm like, I'm so tired. All I want to do is sleep. Like, I don't have to get up. Like, it's like one of the one days that I can actually not set an alarm. I said, okay, against my better judgment, and because I miss you, sure, come over after you get off work. But then I thought this was funny, you know, because I've been jonesing for an FDNY t-shirt like for months, and I keep annoying him and like, can I have this t-shirt? So in my text I wrote, no shirt, no entry. Still assuming I'm never getting this shirt. Anyway, it was very funny. So he rolls in at 9 a.m. on a Friday. I set my alarm for like 7:30, actually get up, shower. I mean, I hadn't shaved in like 4 days. It's gross. So, you know, brushed my teeth, you know.
Pulled it together.
You know, you can't just be, I mean, I was still in my pajamas though, but whatever. So I opened the door and Hell holds up the shirt. He goes, oh shit, it's long sleeves. And it's literally like a triple X. He's like, oh, it's a little big. He's like, oh, it could be like a house shirt. I was like, I can't believe you brought this shirt after all these months. He's like, you said no shirt, no entry. So I guess he thought I was serious. But anyway, can we just pause for one moment? I've not seen him since in like 2.5 months. He's been working out. I mean, we already started that he was
perfect,
pretty close. I'm like, what? Okay. Anyway, that's all I have to say there. It did not disappoint.
Abs of steel.
Getting there. I was like, look at you working out. He's like, oh yeah, this is nothing. Wait till you see. I'm like, oh yeah. Anyway, and I also love, he's like a cuddler. He's so cuddly. Okay. He also offered. He tells me there's like a hot 20-something-year-old fireman that he works with. So if I'm ever interested in a threesome, I was like, 20-something? I said, well, thank you for the offer. You know, I will take it under consideration.
You mean they had a discussion about this?
No, I don't know. I have to ask. I don't know. And then
let's just stop for a second. To get to that, he had to have had a conversation with the 20-something-year-old.
Well, I think he and I, like, I mean, we've known each other now. Well, he did ask me this. He's like, when did I first meet you? How long, like, you know, because he has no concept of time. I barely do too. But I remember I had gone to a funeral, and it was last May, March, April, May. So like 10 months, like we've only known each other a year, which is crazy. So I said this to him, and he was like, "Oh wow." So over the course of these 10, like we joke around about all stupid crap, and threesomes had come up, and I was like, I'd be open to it. I said, but it has to be the right person. Like you just can't throw any rando in there. So I don't know. So we've had light conversations about it before. So I guess he was just throwing that out there. I said, I don't know if I would know what to do with two hot young FDNY people. That might be. I don't know. We'll have to discuss offline, you and me, maybe.
That could be a good bucket list one.
I know. And he's like, yeah, I get it with the vibe, but I don't know, 20s?
Well, listen, just to sidetrack a little bit.
Please.
The conversation we had pre-taping about the article that you saw in the newspaper.
Oh,
so think about it from that perspective, that when you're 80 and you're looking backwards, this could be a fun topic to have in your repertoire.
This is true. Like if the opportunity is just staring you in the face.
Yes. In a nice way, staring you. I'm just saying, I'm just throwing that out there.
Why did I know you'd go there?
Look at posterity. What's your posterity?
Go there. All right. Well,
I mean, think about it. Picture us, 25 years into the future. We're sitting at some club, having our coffee and going, remember when?
Okay. Okay, then. I think I need to explore further.
I vote for that.
However, I'm not done with this story yet, because I may have done something that made him not very happy with me. I'm not really sure. Well, anyway, the other funny thing during our little, between the sheets chatting was, he was like, so he's like, do you just meet people on apps? I was like, yeah, where do you think I'm meeting people? And because I said, well, isn't that where you're meeting people? He's like, oh, no. I was like, oh, where do you meet people? Okay. He takes out his phone because he has a public Instagram account. He literally has, I mean, this must be nice. Like people's realities are so different. He has all these women, I mean, I couldn't see like what they look like. He shows me the DMs of all these people.
But how do they find him?
I don't know. Maybe like I don't know if they're like FDNY stalker people. Oh, I don't know how these young people, I have no idea about this. And he goes, doesn't anyone like slide into your DMs? I'm like, first of all, my account is private. Second of all, no. I don't know. Anyway, it was I don't know. This was mind-boggling to me.
Okay, good to know.
And then some of them and I said, well, you haven't answered any of these people. Like these messages are 2 weeks old. He's like, yeah, no. One girl says, fuck me. Like literally, that's it. I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy. Can you imagine? Like having must have been 100. I mean, a lot. Okay, anyway, I digress. This was news to me.
Listen, we have to investigate further.
I know. Maybe we should make is your profile private?
I'm so technology not interested that
I
have no idea, but I'll ask my daughter if that's the case.
Okay. All right. Afterwards, we'll have to take this offline, and I'll tell you. But yeah, mine's private. I'm like, I don't want rant. Like, ew. Anyway, but maybe we should make ours public.
The app is random enough anyway.
Exactly.
So let's face it, people say the strangest things there too, so it's really not much different.
And then how do I go and try to find people like,
We have to investigate this.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Well, anyway, I digress. So anyway, okay. And so this time he stayed 4 hours. He stayed from 9 to 1. It was nice. It wasn't like the quick, 2 hour and out. So anyway, when he's leaving, I said, oh, hey, do you guys ever could I ever get a tour of the firehouse? I don't know. I think this would be fun. He was like, yeah. I can give you a tour. He goes, just not tonight because the big boss is there. I was like, yeah, no, I didn't mean now, but just in general. Right. He was like, yeah, not tonight, but Sunday night could be good. I'm like, oh, yeah, sure. Whatever, bye. So that night I went out to dinner with a bunch of people from work who are so fun. Love them. They're all in their 30s. So we pre-gamed, we had a lovely dinner, then we were going to this cocktail lounge that happened to be literally across the street from the firehouse.
Lovely.
Okay. We were all overserved, and and it was a nice night, and the firehouse door, sometimes they have it open. This door is wide open. It is 10 o'clock and I don't even know. And I was like, there's the firehouse. And of course, he had just been there that morning. And I was regaling all of them with my stories, which they love and are like, this is amazing. So I said, no, but he said we can't go tonight. The big boss is there. Right. Okay. I'm like, we can't go. And then one of them is like, no. She's like, I'm a real estate agent. I'll pretend I'm showing this other woman, that she's my client and we're interested in the safety of the area. I was like, of course, then I'm like, what? Yeah, this is a great idea. So P.S. we waltz up to the firehouse and oh, there's a lot of cute fire guys there. And I'm like hanging back. I'm like, I don't want to get this guy in trouble. And he specifically said, not tonight. So I'm just actually I was putting another friend like into an Uber. She needed to go. So I was definitely not in the front and center. But anyway, after she was on her way, I go back in and the realtor woman is like totally, she could talk to anybody and she's really pretty, as are the other ones. And they're all just blah, blah, blah. And the lieutenant that is there is literally giving them a tour, telling them all about the fire truck. I'm like, what? But found out that this lieutenant was not from that firehouse. Now, this is something I learned. When they're certain firehouses, when their group is out on a call, they have to get coverage from another firehouse. So this is one of these firehouses because it's like smack in the middle of Midtown, I guess. So, the home guys were out on a call. So this guy was from 110th Street. So this is perfect. They don't even know my fireman because I'm not supposed to be there anyway. I was like, oh, phew, thank God. I still wasn't saying anything. But then I look over and I see fireman's, you know how they have their names and then all their stuff hanging underneath? Well, I see that and take a picture. And then realtor woman sees the pole, the fire pole, and she's like, oh, can I go on that? To Mr. Nice Lieutenant, who was also very cute. And he's like, yeah. So she is literally, I'm videoing her trying to like climb up the pole. And then she's like, go in there, I'll take your All right, so anyway, so then there's a picture of me with the pole. Like, I can't. Then I think it's a great idea to text these photos to fireman. And I said, we're getting a tour of your lower level. And I'd have got no response because, well, he was out on a call, obviously. So anyway, we're like wrapping up our tour of the firehouse. Then guess what happens?
He arrives.
The trucks come up the street and park in front. And guess who hops off? Fireman. And I'm like, howdy. But we were like leaving. I wanted to get out quick. I didn't want to get him in trouble. But nobody knew my name. I never said his name. So I've not heard from him since I sent these pictures. And so we're getting a tour. But this is also not uncommon.
Yeah, I don't think that's.
So I hope we're good. Anyway, that's my fun firehouse story.
That's good. I never expected that one. That's good.
Is that a good one?
But I'm still stuck on the threesome thing. So.
Okay, see, I wasn't even going to mention it.
My mind is in the gutter, and I just can't help it.
I like it. Okay, well, we're going to, all right. Listeners, we will loop back on that.
That's a bucket list.
Okay. Well, the other thing that I also love that he told me was, he's like, you really don't seem that much older than me. I was like, really? Wow, I'll take it. All right, anyway, who else? Nurse is feeling better. Remember, he has something happened and he was a little emotionally thrown. So now he's feeling better, wants to get together. So we're going out tonight.
Okay, good.
We're having dinner. And then, so I'm glad he's feeling better.
I like Nurse.
He's so sweet. And then I say, because I've been so frenetic, busy, and blah, blah, blah. I said, yeah, Friday's great. I said, could you pick the place and everything? I said, I'll go to any neighborhood, doesn't matter. And I'll eat anything. And he was like, yeah, sure. Like, he just like Yeah. And on the way here, text me here. How about this place, 7 p.m.? I said, great, done. Love them. Adorable. Okay. Now, Seal, nothing since San Diego.
That's not surprising.
Not at all, because he is most elusive. But now I'm going through my, people in my age range. So I matched with a guy from the Naval Academy. I'm like, oh, he's cute, and we're on our Navy theme.
Right.
The match expires. I hear nothing. Again, these are people like my age. Again, my frustration with the young people are all like, duh.
Yeah.
And the ones are where
cannot put it. They cannot.
I do not know. Oh, remember the German physicist?
Yeah.
Who we had matched like 10 years ago and had gone on a few dates, and then he rematches with me and then says maybe we should get together sometime, and I said okay, sure.
No.
Nothing. Again, not surprising, but hello. Okay.
You got one of mine.
Oh yeah, I'm swiping in your accountant guy
My
came
accountant
up,
guy.
which is so fun. I take a screenshot and send a picture. I'm like, look who I saw. And then you got one of Lucille's.
And I got one of Lucille's. So how funny is that?
I mean, we humor ourselves. Then there's like this guy that works at Goldman who lived on the Upper West Side but has moved to Utah for snowboarding. We had, if I showed you the back and forth on the app,
right,
and like interesting and blah blah blah. Now, nothing. 5 days.
Well, he's snowboarding.
Okay. Well, okay, but again. It's like don't waste my time. Okay, but the new one. Okay, we're gonna call him Spaniard. He's from Spain. Now, we supposedly have a date on Tuesday. We started chatting earlier this week, so that's good.
Okay.
Quick. He moved to New York in 2017, I think. And we had nice back and forth, not too much. But he did say, I have to be on, and he seems to have good vibes. He's cute. He swims. He cycles. I was like, okay, I like this. He goes, but I have to be honest with you. I am still married and cohabitating with my wife. He goes, we are more roommates, and it's because of the green card process, and she's my dependent, right, and blah, 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 blah. And that he just decided to go on the apps because he is just not fulfilled and he sees, this marriage going nowhere. And I said, I was like, thank you for being honest. Points and snaps for that.
Right.
I said, and yeah, I get it. I'm not judging anybody. So I agree. I'm like, I'll go out with you.
Okay.
So anyway, Tuesday, next week. We'll see. Again, that today's Friday. This is supposed to be Tuesday. This is light years in the dating world. And that's my update.
See, I told you it was going to be better than my update. You at least have some positives.
And some
good funnies.
Stuff. I know. All right. So who are your confused people? What are they doing?
Confused. First of all, let's just go back a little bit. I got Lucille's guy, computer guy, her first date when she went back into the dating.
Oh, yeah, the schleppy guy, as I call him.
The schleppy guy. Although he didn't look schleppy on the picture, but So Lucille is like, I give you permission to date him. I'm like, no, thank you.
Wait, why didn't you send me a screenshot of him so I get a visual?
Oh, I will. I'll send it to you.
Wait, did you swipe on him and start talking to him?
Yes, we chitter-chatted.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't swipe on your guy, accountant. But
wasn't he weird? Look at what he wrote on his little bio.
The accountant guy?
The accountant guy.
I remember. I didn't really read it.
Listen, I still think the accountant guy is gay, but that's a whole nother story.
I know. Wait. Oh, so you chitter-chattered with computer guy?
Your James.
Yeah.
My James.
Your accountant.
My accountant guy.
Wait. Oh, yeah.
So I chitter-chatted with the computer guy back and forth a little bit. I was telling Lucille about my list of people. And when I told her about this guy, computer guy, she was like, his name isn't Bleep. And I was like, yeah.
Oh, because you didn't know it was him when you were...
I didn't know it was him at all.
I thought you knew.
I had no idea. She's like, can you send me a picture of him? And there he was.
Wait, stop. That's hilarious.
So I was like, okay.
She's like, I give you permission.
I'm like, no, thank you. I said, we don't need to go down that road.
Wait, so then you just stopped chatting with them? Or?
Yeah, I just stopped chatting.
Yeah, okay.
What
You
was I
didn't
going to say? Lucille said.
You
so I
didn't say,
said-
hey, my friend's Lucille. I know you guys went out.
It's a small world.
Truly.
This is I told you about real estate analyst guy last time,
Yes.
who was very nice to chitter chat with. We text, and originally he said that we would go for coffee, but then I went to St. Martin and that didn't happen, and so so last weekend, as the weekend's approaching, I'm like, what's going on this weekend? And trying to see if he's gonna book a date. Nothing. So then I said, when do you think when we're gonna actually meet? He writes the exact. I wrote this down.
Okay.
It is not personal. I need income to meet my bills. Can I ask you? That was his reply.
That's it?
That's it. He still wants to chitter chatter,
So he wants a pen pal.
and but he cannot afford to go for a cup of coffee.
He can't afford $5. I mean,
So I wrote back to him something like, I said, my new visual of you is tied to your desk with a chain.
and why is he putting himself on dating apps if he can't actually go on a date?
Yeah, and then he even texts in there like, I want to hold your hand. I'm like, hold my hand. We can't even get it to a cup of coffee.
I'm
Can you-
sorry.
Can you make that
and
one
this
up?
guy, what's the age range on this one?
He's like 50.
See? It's these.
Yes, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Yes.
Okay, see, my theory is they
They
can't get it together.
They cannot get it together.
Dang. Okay. Wait, I can't.
So I met him I started talking to him the same time I did Postman.
Oh,
Postman
yes.
too just wants to be a pen pal.
Oh, he doesn't want to actually meet?
No, it's just, how are you today? Did you go to work today? How's this? How's that?
Has he said anything like, oh, we should meet or with that?
not
Has
a word.
never said.
No.
But this has been like a few weeks now
No,
you've
they're
been
the same. It's the same.
communicating?
Yes.
Yeah, no.
Then I had this interesting one, a little older, in the 60s, and I thought, okay, let me branch out a little bit.
Uh-huh.
He's like some sort of mechanic for funky cars and things like that, and so we were talking, and I liked him because he had a boat, and I thought, how much I love going on the water and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
So he moved quickly to a phone call, which I thought was great. We were like moving
That's a
fast.
good sign. Yes.
He lost me when he basically said that when he leaves the United States, it makes him nervous.
God.
When we were talking about travel.
Oh, no.
So,
Yes. What did you
And
say?
he- and
Why?
He thought,
Did
and
you?
He thought St. Martin was an American island. So right there, between those two things, it just plummeted.
Just, no, yeah, no. Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
So it was one of those conversations like, I'd love to get together with you. And then I lied and I said, I'd love to get together with you, meaning I was never going to get together with him. I just didn't have the
So how come the one that says let's get together is like one that you don't want to actually get together with? Yeah.
So I guess he got the hint because he unmatched us.
Oh, okay,
So
good.
that's now,
All right.
I mean,
You're kind of some winners.
I told you it's the land of misfit toys.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous. Then, I met this guy who's in mergers and acquisitions.
Okay.
Again, my age, or like 2 years younger.
Uh-huh.
Divorced, has one son. So
Okay.
I write and I say, because I'm trying to think of something to say. So I say to him, give me 3 of your best traits and 3 of your worst traits.
What? You asked these things?
I asked that question. Like I was grasping for straws. You know when sometimes they don't ask you enough questions, so like you have to come up with something.
I know it's
He writes me this like dissertation that says, my ex-wife thinks I have some learning disabilities. And
No, he
she
did
thinks
not.
she thinks that I'm stupid, and I should tell people that I'm a loser. This was his reply.
Are you kidding me?
No, I have it on my phone.
What? All right, I want to see a picture of this guy later.
He's cute.
And an M&A? Like, you can't be an idiot.
It's very strange.
What? Wait. What were his 3 good qualities?
He never answered the question. That way
We
he
all he
just
said were the
yes.
negative things that his ex-wife said.
Yes, that's all he said.
So he couldn't even speak for himself. He's
No.
parroting what his ex-wife
Yes.
says about him.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
How are you going to get ahead in the dating world, guy? Really?
Yes. That.
That's really sexy. I want that. I mean, oh my God. I'm sorry you had to deal with this.
Yes. It was just like it was just not good these last couple of weeks.
Wait. So did you respond to that when he wrote that?
I,
Like, what would you say?
I said, I'm really not interested in what your ex-wife is thinking. I think you should tell me what you think.
Exactly. Aren't you a grown man with a mind of your own? Oh my.
So yes, I have it on the phone to prove it to you because I couldn't delete that one.
I mean, as we always say, you cannot make this shit
you
up.
cannot make it up.
You can't. You really can't.
So that was the M&A guy. Then doctor number 3.
Oh, I knew. Okay. If you weren't going to bring up any doctor, I was going to
I
bring
told you
them
doctor number 3 reappeared.
up. Okay.
Right.
Uh-huh.
And so I told you that episode he was away he took a leave of absence for 2 months. Now he's back.
Yes.
And he's back working. And so he wants to get together. So theoretically, we're going to get together for dinner. I'll believe it when I see it this weekend.
Wait. Didn't you say this 2 weeks ago
Yes,
in our last episode?
It did not happen.
But he's still saying
He's still saying
wanna get
this
together for
weekend
dinner.
we're supposed to get together.
this weekend, as in like today's Friday, like
Today's Friday.
tomorrow.
Yes. So
Or
theoretically,
should we take bets?
take bets that
What's
it's
the
not going to
over-under?
happen.
I'm gonna bet it is gonna happen, but I'll only bet you $1.
Can you believe?
I mean, it's like the same.
I just don't. Yeah,
It's like the same show, a different day.
just the same show, different day. He cannot help himself.
What? But now, is it like now for you? Is it more just entertainment? Like you just.
Yeah, because I mean, it's really like I'm going to plan my life irrespective of him this
Of
weekend
course.
anyway, because we all know he's never going to pull it
Oh
together.
yeah, no, yeah. Please don't not make other plans. Waiting for this one. I can't. I'm so slap happy today. All right, what else you got for me? This is so entertaining.
Doctor number 1.
Oh, you're gonna go to Florida and visit?
No, I'm not going to Florida to visit, but he
I know.
he called again.
Wait, he
Just,
called again?
he
He's
called.
he's the phone guy.
He called again, just kind of saying like, just checking in, trying to see how the season's going for you.
Uh-huh.
How are you feeling? Blah 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 blah.
Oh,
You know,
he's
It
totally.
would be nice if you stopped into Florida, sort of thing.
And do you say, "Oh, it'd be nice if you stopped in New York," or no?
No, I just changed the topic. I just said I'm not even going to have this conversation because what am I going to say? I don't really want to do this.
Yeah,
It's like
you're not interested at all. You've already been there, done
I
that.
kind of feel like it's hard to go back. And second of all,
Yeah.
at this stage of the game, he's got to up his game like tenfold,
Yeah.
which is never going to happen.
Okay.
So I kind of just feel like, what's the point? But
Yeah.
I at least thought it was funny. He called again. I was like, okay,
No,
here
it's
we
very
go.
funny. Clearly, he's hot on your tail. Except he's in Florida,
He's
which
in
is probably
Florida.
better for you since you're not interested.
Yes.
Huh. What about the retired construction guy, Mr.
Not
Portugal?
a peep. Not a peep.
Nothing.
Nothing. And I know you said cool, but I just thought to myself, do I really want to like nudge him to find out? I don't
Yeah.
really want him anyway. So like, what am
Well,
I
yeah,
nudging
no,
him
no,
for?
no. If you were really piqued, your interest
No.
really piqued by him, then go for it. But no.
No. So so guidance counselor was the best I could do in the 2 weeks. He picked a nice restaurant. We went out to dinner. We had a nice conversation.
See, like you had a nice date.
Yeah, it was pleasant.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, so he pulled it off at the end.
He pulled it off at the end.
But no, it was a bad week.
I'm sorry.
Bad 2 weeks, I would say.
Well, like we say, the feast or famine.
It is, because like when you swipe, it just amazes me how many can't move there took us along.
That's what I mean. And I'm telling you, for me, it's all the guys my age.
I know.
Are like,
it's
it's
the
like
same
they're
thing.
in quicksand or something.
And
I don't
I'm
know.
trying to like not go back to the 30s. Because
Yeah,
I was kind of
know.
like trying to go, a little bit more.
I know. That's why.
But
I was
at least with the
saying.
30s, you get some action and some.
Well, exactly. I mean, if we
but
wait for people
but
our
the
age, I could be
56-year-olds,
dead.
they're ridiculous.
They're
at this point.
ridiculous. So Spaniard is 48. Maybe that's like the lucky number.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think
Like
40s.
he's not 30s, but he's not 50s. Like he's actually making a plan. Again, I'll believe it when I see it, but whatever.
No, I mean, I had this one guy that I was talking to for a little bit. He was an older gentleman. He was like 72, and he basically wanted a lover.
Well, he told you this?
Oh yeah, he told me he had like a list. He told me
What
exactly.
kind of list?
You know that he wants to be able to see you when you're here and see. And if I'm in Florida, go to Florida. There'll be nothing more than it's quote love, you know. But that's it. No mingling with anybody else.
What?
Yeah, I was like no. And then he told me that he was still married, but they're separated because of financial reasons. He doesn't want to get a divorce. So I was like, no, thank you. I'll pass on that one.
Right. Like, that's the best you got?
Yeah.
And what women are, like, jumping up and down for that?
There you have it.
Good luck, buddy.
So.
Wait. That really is...
So that was my sad list.
I'm sorry. That's pretty sad, my friend. I'm sorry. We can only go up from here, I feel like.
True.
And do we think with spring coming, maybe...
I think also with spring coming, I'll feel a little bit more in the mood to swipe.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I'm kind of swiping now, just like, okay, let me try to
Yes.
rummage up something here.
Get the bits off the bottom of the pot. See if there's anything good. I know. Do you get this too? Like I'm on two apps, the Bumble and Hinge. Like one it will be on fire and the other one is completely dead.
Absolutely, 100%.
I wonder why
And
that
one is ugly guys and one is cute guys. Like you can never tell which one it's going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I usually have been having more luck with Hinge, but now it's like Bumble all over the place. And I figured out, wait, you're not on Bumble or
I'm
you
on
are?
Match and Hinge.
Okay, so Bumble, is like the woman is supposed to message first. But I didn't realize this. You can put like an quote unquote opening move, like a question or something. And if you do that, then the guy, if you match, then he has a chance he can respond to your opening move question without you having to respond first.
Oh, okay.
Like initiate, which I like because I'm like, so, how many times? I don't know. It's a lot of work.
It's a job.
So anyway, so I've done that. So then that's kind of nice. Then I'm like, well, they can just message me then. So I don't. There's a lot of funny conversations that I can't even get into. But like these younger ones, I'm talking about travel and their travel. Like that's one of my favorite topics. Yeah. And then this one's like, oh, we should go away somewhere. I'm like, are we gonna go for like a drink first? What are you talking? So just for shits and giggles, I'm like, oh, all right. So where are we going? And he writes the beach somewhere. I'm like, what? I mean, I'm not gonna respond. I'm like, what am I gonna say? He's like 32. Something.
Yeah, but at least he has something to do. That's a good thing.
I don't know. Like, shouldn't we meet for a drink? I don't know. It's very entertaining.
Well, your list is much more entertaining this time than mine. Mine is a sad group of...
I know. And again, my condolences. I'm sorry. This is how it is.
It is.
Dating. Yep.
Another episode concluded of...
The Elusive
Dick.
And if anyone wants to share their stories, we always love to hear.
Or you're welcome to come on.
Or welcome to come on and have a chit chat. Or if there's any specific topic you want us to delve into, we're also happy to do that. But you can reach us at theelusivedickpodcast@gmail.com.